Mahindra and Mahindra, clearly the stock of the day, and perhaps not for the right reasons. It is under pressure right now, and a little later on we're also going to address the railway stocks. But we start off with Mahindra and Mahindra, and for that I have my colleagues Puneet, Rucha and Varsha, who's joining us here to take us through all that has happened. Let's start off with the reasons why M&M is taking such a sharp knock. Puneet, over to you.
Yeah, thanks for that. So specifically, we have seen a very down day for M&M after a while, and there are like potentially 4 key reasons that we think might be leading these particular losses.
Right.
Now, the first is, of course, the waiting periods for some of its variants. Now, we've seen that over the last 12 to 18 months, the cars that Mahindra has been providing has been very well accepted in the market, but this has come at the cost of waiting periods of upwards of 8 to 12 months for one of their top variants. So XUV 700, the top variant, which has also, we will talk about this in the show as well, has a waiting period of roughly 8 to 9 months, and that's been the case ever since 2023 onwards. The second key reasons could, of course, be the complete absence of the company from the hybrid space. Now, we have seen the UP government notification which has come in this week, which will be waiving off the registration charges for hybrid vehicles. Now, Maruti Suzuki is definitely one of the key beneficiaries in this particular segment, but both Tata Motors and Mahindra are completely absent from this particular segment. And Mahindra and Mahindra is also, when speaking to us at NDTV Profit after the Q4 results, have highlighted that they don't see themselves entering into this particular space anytime soon. The third key reason for this particular fall could also be the production increasing per month. Now, it has gone up from roughly 39,000 vehicles to 49,000 vehicles in this particular year, but essentially the demand for its products has been so very strong that it has not been able to reduce the waiting periods. Now, the newly launched 3XO, which was launched in April this particular year, the entry level, which is priced at around 7.5 lakhs, has a waiting period of roughly 32 weeks.
Right.
Now, for a car essentially in that price band, it's very important for consumers to get the product early on, but such a large waiting period is, of course, a key factor. And the last one is, of course, price cuts. We will get into it, but we've seen that price cuts from both competitors is also giving the consumers an option now to get the car a bit faster from other players such as Tata Motors and Maruti as well.
Absolutely. And speaking of price cuts, Rucha, why don't you take us through that aspect here?
Right, Agam. So Tata Motors and Mahindra both have cut their prices. Talking about Tata Motors, now Tata Motors have lowered its prices for the models between say 8 lakh to 16 to 17 lakh range of cars, and it has reduced the prices by up to 1.5 lakh rupees. Now, Tata Motors SUV lineup in which this price cut is applicable includes cars like Punch, Nexon, Harrier and Safari. So it's a broad range of prices wherein Tata Motors has come out with a cut. Now, the company claims that this discount is a part of the King of SUVs campaign, and it also had recently achieved a production milestone of 20 lakh SUVs as well. But moving on to talking about Mahindra's price cut. Now, Mahindra has cut its price of XUV 700 top variant. So this is just one model for which the company has cut its price, and the price cut is up to 2 lakh rupees. Now, this is a temporary price cut which will stay for another 4 months. Adding more to this aspect, the company had recently announced 2 new colors, taking the total options for customers up to 9. So this is what broadly we have on price cuts for both the companies.
Right, but Rucha, the price cuts for both these companies are across different segments. How does that play out?
So you're right, Agam. So Tata Motors have reduced the price range across its models, ranging from say 8 to 9 lakh, which has more of price sensitive customers, and this can go up to 15 to 16 lakh models also, like Safari and Harrier, which includes a little bit of less price sensitive customers. So while Mahindra has just reduced the price for the XUV model, so talking about XUV, people who are less price sensitive generally are in that range as compared to people who are in the 8 to 10 lakh range. So talking about volumes, we can see much more volumes for Tata Motors based on this price reduction than what we can see for Mahindra and Mahindra in the 20 lakh range.